Good evening.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome to Monday Night Live with the arrivals. It feels like it's been a year.
It's been a long time,
It's
eh?
been a long time.
Yeah.
Yes. It is good to be back. And as soon as we came into the StreamYard, I seen R. Hogan's her name there, and it just made me smile. And it reminded me of how things used to be. So thank you for being here. We are doing good.
Yeah.
Hey, Shoe Barb, thank you for being here, and thank you, Stacy. Thank you for being here. We miss you guys. So much has been going on, but we are getting things back on track, and here we are back. And tonight,
Yeah.
you want to introduce what's going on?
Well, I mean, we are just getting back into the swing of things, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been it's been a couple months. So I hope everybody got the message that we're going live again.
Yes.
And that they jump back in there. And we have a special guest tonight. It's
all the way from Uganda.
All the way from Uganda.
Yes.
Yes. And so we're trying to give everybody time to come in,
Mm-hmm.
so that they. We'll do the catch up with them when they get here.
Yes.
So. But you have anything else you wanted to say?
I just want to say and just make everybody aware that there is the internet's already spinning when we were talking to our guests.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's going on. It was working fine before we went live. Mm-hmm. So it seems like every time we go live, it wants to act crazy. So please be patient with us and just bear with us. Okay, guys? We're going to should we wait a few minutes and see if more people come in?
I mean, we can get started, but on top of that, I think it's going to be something that a new thing for us, because I haven't brought in a video before, and this would be a first bringing in a video. So hopefully it doesn't mess up too much with us. Okay. So here we have. So let's see.
Travel with Tay Tay. Hey, Tay Tay.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? Thank you for joining us.
So you ready to bring her in?
Yes, we can bring her in. Because we can bring her in.
Because people will join. All right.
Yes.
All right. Hello.
Hi, Alina.
Alina.
How are you?
I am okay. How are you guys? Nice to be here.
Oh.
We are doing fine.
Yes. We got the lag going here, guys, so bear with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they can still hear you.
I hope they hear me. Are you guys here? It looks like it's frozen.
Okay. Whoa.
So sorry.
Sorry, guys.
So sorry.
You had to battle to get through there to get back. All right, but we made it back. All right, is everybody okay? Are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can
Hello?
hear you. I hope you
All
can.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Now that we got those, I see a lot of people have joined us since, so that's great. So what we're going to do
is introduce our guest.
Our guest.
Before it leaves again. Okay, we have here Alina Zahir from Uganda.
Yes.
She is, quote me if I'm wrong, I think she's 34 years old, a Pan-Africanist.
Yes.
And I think back in 2021, she ran for presidency.
Yes.
So she has a heart for the people.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of great initiatives, and we're going to allow her to introduce her program.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, Alina. Okay.
A little bit about myself. I'm so happy to be on this program tonight, and I will not call myself anything more than a love of African people and a fighter for most of the African issues. And I am also a media administrator in Uganda. I am also a telemedicine and health champion. At the same time, I have tried to run for some political positions in Uganda. So, and most of all, I am a social entrepreneur, working so hard to empower youth groups in Ugandan communities and other areas across Africa. I am a woman and I love Africans wherever they are, especially Africans like you guys and those who are watching us, because I know that everyone who is here tonight is here because we want to better ourselves, our countries, our nations, our communities, and our Africanness.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Very good. Yes, we are here to support you. And before we go any further, we do have a clip.
I want to bring it in, yeah.
And we want to show the clip of what her program, what she's doing. It's called Telemedicine Program. We want to bring it in and play 4 minutes of her program. And we will leave the link in the description box so you can watch the whole video once we are done. But we want to give you a heads up of what it is that she's doing, and what they're doing in Uganda in the village there.
Okay, 1 moment.
1 second, please.
All right. I mean, this is something we're first trying to do, so bear with us here. I'm going to try to bring it in. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Is the new way to solve the healthcare problems. A group of young medics, a group of young professionals in medical and information technology came together last year and decided to provide a solution to the very many health challenges facing their communities in Uganda. Aware of the facts that a doctor-to-patient ratio is 1 to 25,000 patients. According to statistics, these young medical and information technology professionals decided to come up with a program to reach the patients where they are located. They have been moving around remote villages, often met with very many challenges of transport, rugged roads, potholes, muddy roads, and sometimes unreachable hilly areas. But these young people haven't relented. They have used the borders, they have walked, and they have reached the old people who were at the blink of dying, even from preventable sicknesses. This group is called Total Care Telemed. We are a medical and technological company that is providing medical services to people in remote places, vulnerable communities, and also the most deserving areas of rural Uganda. We are so proud to have a big team of young professionals in medical and information technology that are putting the technological tools together to make sure we can treat our people wherever they are. We boast of a line of professionals in consultancy, physicians, midwifery, and laboratory attendants, and all the medics that we have that are providing these services using technology. And we are also proud of the people that have supported this program. We are located Achievable to be specific, but our work and impact goes so far beyond our physical location.
Yeah.
Because this is what technology is about. We call upon you to support.
Okay, it's starting to break up there, so I think we can take it from here. Basically, that just gave you a quick preview of the program. And if you want to watch the entire video without the breaking it up, we'll put it in the description, and then you can go ahead and watch it. But now we want to bring back, okay, let me see this here. Is it back?
No.
Okay, guys, we're back again.
Sorry.
We're so sorry for this. We have no control over it.
We have no control over the internet. It is beyond our control. Alina, so we have you back, and we apologize for the bad connection, okay? But we are, Kenny and I are excited.
Oh.
I don't know if they can still hear us or not.
No,
okay.
Hear you. I can hear
Hard
you.
times in the Gambia.
All right.
I don't know if you guys can hear us. There is something terribly wrong going on. Our internet is really, it always acts up, but this is really, really bad. And we apologize. We were here to support our sister as they created the telemedicine program. And the program is to go into the rural villages in Uganda for those who are unable to get health care, and they wanted to bring the team of doctors and take them into the villages. So we wanted to give her and her team some notoriety, and we wanted some publicity, and we want you to go and watch the video. We want Stacy to put in the chat her email address if anyone wanted to go and support her.
Yes.
And I don't know if they need equipment. We were going
they need everything.
We were going to ask all these questions, and ask to see what they needed as far as healthcare, like equipment or whatever they needed. But Stacy can put her email address there for the telemedicine program, and just reach out to her, encourage her in all the ways that you can, and let her know that we support her and we support their team, and that we are here behind them and hoping for the best in Uganda as they come together and work.
And I think it's really a good time to hear of such a program, because there was an incident that happened here in the Gambia not too long ago, which it kind of hit home, and it hit, touched our hearts. We have heard it from different platforms and different people talking about the children that received a cough syrup or something, and it was about 66 of them that died, somewhere in that number. And healthcare is very important. There's a serious need for healthcare. So what they're doing is very, very vital. But that hit our hearts here in the Gambia. It happened. So I know that there's all across the continent there's a serious need for it, and the heart goes out for our people. And I believe that it begins at home, and these are the type of organizations we should support. We should support when we see someone helping from home, and that's where it begins, at home. And I think that it is very important for the support. So, if you want to support them, make sure you send them an email, and the information on the video, once when you see that, make sure you contact them. And you should be able to you should support them. And I don't know if Alina is still here. Okay, let me see. Oh, wonderful! You can tell us more about it.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Alina. Can you please elaborate on the program and everything you guys are doing to help to help the villages?
Try the picture Uganda, one more time, Sue. And try to bring your picture in one more time. Let's see how that works. I think it should be fine.
All right. I thought video the network can be better, but I think it's coming from your side. Thank you so much, sister and brother, once again. So I'll break up the program like this. Young people who are graduating from school have a lot of potential, and they have so many contributions they can make to the societies where they come from, because they understand properly the struggles of their societies. But the problem we are having in Africa is we are not giving enough support to most young people that are doing things like this. So I got an experience last year when I came in touch with a team of young medics who are graduating from medical school, and they are always worried about getting jobs as much as about the health situation. Sometimes they tell you that they are not comfortable even working as medics, basing on the kind of situation that is in the country, that is in the villages, especially where they come from. So I spoke with them, and I was hosting most of them on my media platform. And we came up with a program to say we can take health services to the doorsteps of the people who are vulnerable and the most deserving areas of Uganda. And this is what we called Total Care Telemed, a telemedicine program that is focusing on the most deserving areas, those with poor roads, those with low incomes, and those that really need this kind of assistance. First and foremost, on record, the doctor to patient ratio in Uganda is 1 to 25,000. And I would like you to imagine a situation where a referral hospital is handling thousands and thousands of patients daily with few medics in them. And you have the elderly, you have the pregnant mothers, and also you have the people that are really sick, like those who have been affected by chronic illnesses. They are lining up, they are trying to get medical help, and they are sent to come the next day, and sent to come the next day, and they will be spending many days in queues trying to get assistance, and sometimes they will not get it. Some of these people have gotten so tired that they will die from their homes because they know that the situation at the big hospitals is frustrating. So we say, when we had the discussion, we came up with a program that we believe is a very big solution to the many health challenges. And we really hope that this program should be adopted by most of Africa, because I believe and I know that this problem is not exclusive to Uganda. So what happened is these people came together, and our next stop was one of the remotest villages, and this village is called Isingiro, and it has some poor roads, and then low-income people, and also refugee settlements. So this is an area that was most deserving, that we thought we could roll out the program. So we decided to pool money and do some local fundraising and buy some equipment. And then we started taking the services to the people. And what did we find when we reached the villages? It was shocking. We found old women that were laying in churches for very many, many months, saying they are praying to God to get healed from the sicknesses that are really treatable. And then we found people that would tell us that they got tired of going to the hospitals. They got tired of going to the referral hospitals because of the frustration they meet there. Then we also discovered that the low incomes that these people have will never allow them to afford decent health care. So this telemedicine program is properly and majorly led by young people who would otherwise be running away from our countries, as it has always been the case. They would be running away to get better jobs outside the country. Some of them, they really believe there's greener pasture outside. And then we were inspiring them and telling them that most of the problems we have here in Africa can only be fixed by ourselves. And this is how we started. And these people are really giving their all, they are putting in their best, and they are giving the services to the people who really, really deserve them. So yes, I hope people can hear me, even though I see the side of Gambia is having a lot of difficulties. So we were also able to use community leaders, to use areas like churches and some schools to take the message and tell the people that healthcare can be afforded, healthcare can be accessed, and we are here to help you. So we have faced a lot of challenges, of course, in trying to reach such areas. First and foremost, our medical teams need a lot of support regarding protective equipment and transportation and upkeep to make sure they are comfortable in giving the services. to the people. So for every place where we have been, we have seen such a tremendous change on how the people welcome us, on how the people perceive the idea, and how welcoming they are, because they all will tell you that this is a real solution to the long-standing health problems we have had for very, very many years. So this telemedicine program is one of the initiatives that is being taken by the umbrella organization Seeds of Success and the Tribal Root Studio and all the other programs that are maybe in the pipeline. I would also like to let the people know that we are creating solutions in Africa, and telemedicine is not the only one. We are trying to inspire young people from whatever aspect of life, from whatever field, with whatever skills they have, to make sure that they can fully participate and take center stage of all the problems that we and sorry about that. I see there's a big interruption with the network. So these problems and challenges are being solved by young people who we would never have thought would be taking center stage of these solutions. So this is what this program is about. And if anyone would like to partner with us, if anyone would like to reach us, you are very, very welcome.
Service systems in Africa not effective, in your opinion?
Mm-hmm. Can you ask again? I cannot hear you. I lost you.
Okay, why are most service systems in Africa not effective?
Okay, I'll answer the question like this. Most of the services are not effective, and the reason is one. We have depended, for all we know, we have depended on colonial systems. And these systems, we know that they are rampant everywhere. You will find them in the governance, you find them in health, you find them in education. And most of these systems are the systems that were imported by the colonialists. And the truth is that these systems, in most cases, do not apply to the realities of the people in Africa. First and foremost, people have to realize that we have a culture. We are people with specific cultures, and we have communities. And then we also have the facts about our realities, our geography, our incomes, and our stories, our histories. So all these factors have got to be considered when you are bringing a program, or when you're bringing a service, or when you're putting in place a system. Systems that have been imported from the colonialists cannot work here. I mean, they cannot serve the purposes here, because when these people were bringing these systems, they did not factor in our own African realities. So saying all of that, I would like to remind everyone who is watching that the time has come when we must really shape our future. We must make sure we are the ones that are making decisions. We are the ones on the table making decisions about what systems work for us, because we have been here for a very long time. We know ourselves better than anyone, and we know the things that we need, and we also know how those things should be availed to us, because we know better than any outside people. So the systems will not work because they are corrupt. The systems will not work because there is a lot of bad governance. The systems will not work because they do not put the interests of the people at the center. The systems will not work because they were never meant to work. So this is the very reason Why we have failing systems in Africa? They are supposed to be kicked out because they don't belong here. They don't match our realities. And we have to tailor and make our own programs and systems, those that we are very sure will work for our people. Thank you so much.
And if we can hear you, just keep talking.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Alina?
Yes.
Hello?
Please. Yes, can you ask the
Okay, so the question was, why are most service systems in Africa not effective? And we heard some of it, the beginning of what you were saying
about the colonists,
about how their systems, how they don't work with our realities here in Africa. If you can continue on from there.
Wow, I thought I was basically saying that we have to really come up with programs that are matching with the realities on the ground, not programs that have been given us from abroad, where they come and tell you, you have to act like this, you have to work like this, you have to do this, when you actually have your own realities and situations that should guide you on how your systems should be made. So I was saying basically that with the corruption and with the nepotism and all the other challenges that we can mention, we know that we have to come up afresh. We have to really have a shift in the paradigm and make sure that our own people are really involved in directing what kind of systems will work for us. And this telemedicine program is one of such. I mean, people would tell us, when we reached in the villages, people were telling us and saying, we have not seen doctors coming to the villages on people's doorsteps to help people who cannot move, to help people who cannot afford transport. Because the system these people are used to is that you must go to the referral hospital even though they will bounce you back. This is the only thing they know. So what we are saying now is we must allow our young people in whatever aspect of life, in whatever field, with whatever skills they have, to exercise their skills, to experiment in making sure we can create systems that will work for us.
Yes, that's good. And what was another question I had? Another question we had was how we as African people have to look to and rely on ourselves other than the government for our health issues, because I believe that and you probably heard, I don't know if you were if you could hear us when we were having internet issues, how 66 children died here in the Gambia in July, from July up until now, from cough syrup that was received here. And that's a lot of children. And it is time for us to stop using these medicines that are sent to us, imported to us from other places, and rely on the things that we have naturally to use to heal our bodies, or to have groups of Africans that are like the team that you guys have, that are going from the community into the community, helping one another. Because how do you get 66 bottles of tainted cough syrup?
66, more than that.
Well, it's probably more than that, but
Okay.
Is she there?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, so can you speak to what did you hear my question to you?
I lost you when you were asking. I think you were talking about the children who died in the Gambia. I think I can.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
What are your thoughts on how we can remedy situations like that by the program that you guys are trying to implement in Uganda?
So first of all, people need to realize we are sufficient in mind, intelligence, skill, and there is nothing that we cannot do. The only problem I have met with so many of our people is the limitation of what they've been told, that you cannot do this, you cannot do that. And sadly, we find that most of these problems are actually
Right.
being supported by governments. So what we should do about situations like this is that let's empower our young people and let's encourage them to think. It is unfortunate that in most cases, people cannot even use common sense. We got a lot of problems. I remember even during the COVID times, governments would imprison people because they are asking questions. I mean, only a fool will not ask questions. So if there is a disease outbreak, people should be allowed to ask questions. Medics should be allowed to research. Medics should be allowed to find solutions. So the problem we have had in a long time in Africa is we are pointed to a direction where we are told you have to act like this, and this is the blueprint we have given you, and you cannot do otherwise. So I think the solution to a problem that, like the problem that happened in Zambia, is that our people have to be empowered to even know that we are not going to inject our kids with anything that we haven't tested. We are not going to have our kids vaccinated with vaccines we haven't checked. And then I also meet a lot of people who say we don't have the capacity to do that. The only reason we don't have that capacity is because we don't know that we have the capacity. We have a lot of capabilities, but we only need to tell our young people that yes, this is allowed. You are allowed to think, you are allowed to question, you are allowed to participate at finding solutions. You are talking about kids died in Gambia from syrups. I also read about it. But right as we speak, there's something that is happening in Uganda, the Ebola Sudan. Ebola is taking our people. Every day we are losing someone. And sadly enough, we are also losing health workers who are on the front line trying to help the people. They are dying from Ebola. But the next thing you hear is the government said you have to wait for the World Health Organization. The government said you have to wait. You cannot treat these people. The government said you have to wait. We are still doing research. I mean, the government doesn't have the capacity to do that. The people who have the capacity are the people like us, the people in school, the people graduating, the people who are talented, the gifted people. You have to allow them and empower them and give them a conducive environment where they can exercise their gifts and bring about solutions to like the deadly Ebola. But what is happening in most of Africa? We have people who are silencing the people who should be helping our communities. And I think it's high time that we realize that we are the ones that we have been waiting for. We are the solution. We are the future that we sing every day. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if Alina can hear us. Alina, this internet. No. Yes. We are going to have you back, sis. This was not good. I don't know what's going on. I have never seen it this bad before. Yeah. But we are going to have you back. We're going to set the date. I want you to have closing words, please, if you would like to say what you want to say. But we will have you back again, and we will do another interview and give you an opportunity to speak, because there's so much good that you have to say and people need to hear, and we want them to hear it. Yes. So if you would like to, if that's okay with you, we would like to have you back. We'll set a date and we'll bring you back. Is that okay?
It's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, both of you, for having me tonight. And I want to thank the people who are participating on this show. You're really great people, and your ideas really, really contribute a lot to this kind of discussion. So my last words is, I would like to encourage our people wherever they are that whatever efforts we are doing, they really matter and they count. And they are taking us steps closer to winning. And everyone needs to be doing something, making that change in even the smallest ways. Because at the end of the day, you are the one that you probably have been waiting for. You are the one to make the change. You are the one to change the narrative. And our people have to be woken up, not just to know, but also to put into action, to make sure that we are providing the solutions to our people. We cannot have a sick and hungry people and tell them about awakening. We cannot tell them about mental awakening when they are sick and hungry. There are some of the things we have to do. We have to fix our communities, and we have to make sure our people are healthy enough to be able to stand and fight. If they are not, they won't fight. If they are economically not fine, they won't be fine to engage in any kind of political, economic, any kind of development. So the things we have to do are the first things. Fix our communities, fix our children, fix our schools, fix our health facilities, fix our roads. I think that's the beginning. And the rest of the things will come later. I want to thank everyone. My name is Alina Zahir again. And yes, you can reach me on that email that has been shared, totalcaretelemed@gmail.com, for any inquiries, any partnership, any kind of support. You are welcome anytime, any day. And I thank you so much. To this Arrival channel, big up, and I'm so excited, and to be here, that has excited me, and I really hope that you guys are doing great things and you're growing in everything that you're doing. Thank you so much.
And Alina, we have one of the subscribers asking if you could continue talking, because they can hear you really clear now. If you want to continue for a little longer, you may. I'm just letting you know that you may, because we can hear you clearly.
All right,
it's up
you can
to you, but we still want to have you back.
All right. It's fine. It's fine. I was here for this interview. If there are any more questions,
hello?
If there are any more questions, I will answer them.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenny, do you have any questions for Alina?
No, that's all right.
Okay. All right. So materials and equipment needed, as well as the other things, essentials.
You asked what? Can you repeat your question?
Immediate needs.
Immediate needs. Okay.
Okay. Some of the immediate needs for this program are some equipment, medical equipment.
Can you hear us?
I don't know what happened, so maybe.
I can hear you guys. Hello?
I said for everyone who's listening.
Okay, Phil R has that question for you.
Okay.
Once you come back, you can see the question on the screen.
Yes.
Yes, Alina, what kind of, okay.
Okay.
There's a question on the screen for you.
Okay, I have seen the question.
From one of the
Yes, please.
Subscribers.
Thank you so much. We need a range of equipments going for. Can you hear me? I hope the people can hear me, so I will continue. So some of the equipment that we need include like the ECG, we need that's the electrocardiogram, we need the scan, we need baby warmers, we need microscopes, we need many other medical equipment, as you may know, because what is happening is sometimes we have groups of our program going to different villages, and it becomes hard. Sometimes you find like the equipment you are having this group use is the same one that the next group may need to use. And sometimes you're in these villages all at the same time. And then also with some of the equipment, and most of the equipment we do not have, it becomes so very hard for the medical practitioners to make proper diagnosis. And sometimes you meet patients that you have to ask to go and take some more screening with hospitals that are so far away from them. So we really hope that any of the medical equipment we can get, but most especially the scan, the CT scan, the ECG, and most of the equipment needed for maternity. Okay, I just read some comments that says you guys can hear me, so I will continue. Yeah, sorry about that. So if anyone really can donate us any kind of equipment, we'll appreciate. There are very many challenges we are facing in doing proper diagnosis, screening, and even treatment when we do not have enough of that equipment. The equipment we totally do not have, like the CT scan, we do not have that at the moment, and we have been sending most of the patients to get that, and sometimes their treatment procedure stops there when you tell them to go and get scan results, because they won't go because it's not there where they are, and they feel they cannot move to far places where they may find it still very expensive. So we are having a lot of challenges, even with the transport. Like you have these medical practitioners, you have some equipment, maybe the drugs, and you have to transport these, and you need a proper vehicle that can take all the things I mentioned safely to the places where you're going. So the transport also becomes a problem. And problems like pregnant mothers, they need an ambulance. So it's a lot of things that are still lacking. But as we are starting, we hope that we will improve. And I really also believe that this is going to be a big interruption to what people may be used to when people know that we can get services closer to our villages. I think it will be a big interruption to the main hospitals. And see, Phil asking about countries on the continent that may be able to create pieces of equipment. I really believe there are many people who can do things we can't even imagine, as long as we give them the support, or we try to find them. I believe there are. And guys, thank you for your patience. And also to let you know, we are having a bad Ebola outbreak that is killing most of our people. So anyone who may have any kind of intervention or contribution you could make to help us to treat the people is welcome, because this Ebola has been here for I don't think not more than 2 weeks, but it is killing the health workers. So if anyone may have maybe a medical background or any of the holistic approaches that may deal with this Ebola Sudan strain, you can also contact us and see how we can help our people, because this is some of the problems we are having. Like, you have these outbreaks out of nowhere. You're being told they came from here, and there's no real evidence that shows that. But I think the most important thing when we get these outbreaks is that we are able to treat. We are able to face them with a lot of courage and treat and heal our people.
We'll have her back when we have a better internet connection. We just want to say to everyone that's in the chat, thank you guys for coming in. We missed you guys. It's good to see so many of your names, coming down the screen. Papa Cheesy, Hendrik Hugo, Rachel, Tracy, I think I saw Bob Garvey, so many people, Joanne. We just, we miss you guys, Mudalam and Black Men, all you guys, Chai Moss Farm, we miss you, family. We see King Joseph, we see Wendy Green, Phil F. Sometimes, we think that we're unable to help someone or unable to assist someone because we feel like we lack what is needed. Everything is not always financial. Sometimes, even though finances does answer a lot of things, just knowing someone who may be able to, you may be able to share the information with someone else who may be able to donate equipment or who has old stuff, if you work at a hospital and they're willing to donate for tax write-off, an email just to encourage the young doctors and the young, even Alina and the team. Encouragement, an email goes a long way. A little becomes much when we all be collective and we do help. Just a little bit. If I give a little, you give a little, it becomes much. And when we put it together, so let's support one another. And support looks like a lot of different things. It comes in many different ways. So we want to just thank Alina for her time.
Yes.
We want to thank her for all her knowledge and for what they're doing.
Yes.
And to everyone here, we apologize again for the internet connection. We do apologize.
The microscope.
Yeah, microscope. I mean, I'm sorry, microscope. Yes.
Microscopes, all the equipment, like she said, scanners, EKG machines, and there are a lot of companies that actually, I'm sure they would be great to donate those things if they could get the shipping cost and everything like that, and that way, you don't have to depend on the colonizers to come and do anything. We're helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's coming back to, because like she said, it's hard to help someone, who wants to fight if they can't get up to fight. You gotta meet their needs, meet them where they're at. First you have compassion, then you move with mercy to meet their needs. And, and I really believe that's when things really change, because we are the people, and we should help ourselves. When we help each other, we're blessed. And he said, if you bless my people, I will bless you. And we are his people. So when we bless each other, then blessings come. So I encourage you guys to send effort or contact Lena at the email, and she has ways that I'm sure that you can she can share with you how you can make the contributions.
Yes, she knows best.
Yeah.
And Stacy's saying, does anyone have connections with a medical supply company? So we all have little connections, and we all have we all know someone. So with that being said, Alina?
Yes, please.
I don't know if Alina is okay. Yes. So Alina, they have your email. So we're hoping that you have some people who reach out to you that are willing to be of assistance to you in any way that they may be able to assist you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone.
Okay, and if you hang around for a minute, we would like to talk to you off the air. Okay.
All right.
So to everyone in the chat, Phil is saying, is there a site where we can contribute? What is he saying?
Okay.
Is there a site where we can contribute? We appreciate that you actually respond to your subscribers, genuine people. You can go to her email address for the Telemedicine Program, and she will and you can have
she can
dialogue.
Give you that information.
Yes, and she can share that information with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Papa Cheesy said, what about the weight machine? There's a weight machine. It is so many these items, even the Red Cross can help out. Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. Like a scale, and yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so I just want to end with this. I just want to say again, thank you to Alina and to everyone who came through in the chat.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys.
And apologize for the technical difficulties.
Yes, that was very, very horrible tonight. I can't believe it, but it is what it is. I just want to leave you with this quote. It says that coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. So let's let's not just come together. Let's keep, let's be together and make progress and work it together so we can be successful at turning things around for our community. Okay, guys? Thank you so much, and we appreciate you all.
And we'll see you next Monday.
And we'll see you next Monday. Okay, guys?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, have a good night.